but more importantly for us, that the African continent, which has 1.3 billion people, is not represented in the United Nations Security Council. And we said that we should continue insisting, and we were rather pleased that there is agreement on the reform of the UN Security Council, even amongst those members of BRICS who are members of the Security Council. And we looked at a number of other important issues, such as climate change, that we need to ensure that the commitments that have been made with regard to climate change, particularly assisting and supporting countries that are most affected by climate change, which happen to be countries in the global south, countries that had very little responsibility for the climate damage that the world is going through now, should be assisted and supported through their transition to renewable energies. And that the countries that have made commitments, particularly in the global north, should live up to their commitments with regard to ensuring that we address the climate challenges that we are facing in the world. Well, I became aware of what President Trump tweeted, and I think there needs to be greater appreciation of the emergence of various centers of power in the world, as the declaration observed. And this should be seen in positive light rather than in a negative light. It should be seen as improving the governance of the world and enhancing good processes and policies that should help the development of humanity as a whole. So BRICS is such a center of power. And BRICS does not seek to compete with any other power. It recognizes the importance and the standing of other centers of power. It recognizes the standing of the United Nations and respects that, and subjects itself to the decisions of the United Nations. And it also recognizes the standing of a body like the G20. And so these powers should be seen as complementary, as advancing the interests of people. And so when a declaration, a beautiful declaration like the one that we adopted, should be seen in that it is beautiful and it is aimed at enhancing the interests of people globally. So there should never be vengeance, there should never be retribution against countries that are seeking to cooperate together and to advance the interests of humanity. There is nothing negative in the declaration, and there is everything about advancing the interests of various countries in the world, if not all, and the interests of people in the world, so that we leave no one behind. So it is really disappointing that when there is such a very positive collective manifestation such as BRICS, there should be others who see it in negative light and want to punish those who participate in this. It cannot be and should not be. We should be respecting the sovereignty of countries. We should be respecting that we are all equal, that all we should be focusing on is enhancing the prosperity of humanity and all countries. It cannot be that might should now be right, where in the end those who are more powerful are the ones who seek to have vengeance against those who are seeking to do good in the world.